name is Matthew Zell, and today I'll be talking about Central American illegal immigration. Having grown up in Costa Rica and being Latino, this is a topic which I am very passionate about and excited to share with you. Today, illegal immigration, especially from Central American countries, is something we hear a lot about. From news, we hear that most immigrants are coming here illegally and are causing turmoil in our country. However, this is not the case. Due to the fact that immigrants are coming over our borders illegally, they are setting a bad example for themselves. People in the U.S. have many misconceptions about them and believe most people from Central America are gang members, drug dealers, criminals, and rapists, therefore causing the desire to keep them out of our borders. In a study, Gallup polls found that as of 2017, almost half of Americans agreed that immigrants make crime worse. It is proven that this is not the case. People are just making racially biased assumptions. The majority of immigrants from Central America are regular people who are just looking to escape the violence that they face at home. I believe U.S. immigration policies need to be changed to help these immigrants escape their current situations. Today, Central America suffers from terrible conditions. It is currently plagued with gang violence and some of the highest crime and murder rates in the world, which all stem from drug trafficking. All of these things are getting out of hand, giving people no choice but to flee their country. The U.S. plays a big role in this issue, as their high demand for illegal drugs causes drug trafficking to take place in the countries that most immigrants are fleeing from. According to the Council of Foreign Relations, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala consistently rank among the most violent countries in the world. Today, the news and media's portrayal of immigrants is not helping prevent illegal immigration. Some politicians and news outlets want us to believe that most immigrants are gang members and criminals, such as MS-13. The public and political members of the U.S. hold great responsibility on these policies. For example, if most of the public believes that immigrants are bad, they will elect officials who believe the same, leading to immigration policies changing to restrict more immigrants from coming. The immigration policies themselves are harmful to immigrants. The long, lengthy, and complex processes are not realistic for people from these areas. They have a lack of resources required to comply with these policies, making it almost impossible for them to enter our country legally. Additionally, most immigrants lack knowledge about the current policies and requirements for illegal immigration, so they make quick choices out of desperation, needing to escape their dangerous environment with the hope of providing a better life for their family. In my opinion, there are many immigration policies that need to be changed, but I like to focus on the most important ones for Central Americans, such as an ease of obtaining visas and seeking asylum or refugee. The problem for visas are its long processes. To get a visa, one has to submit applications, documents, and costly fees, and then have to go through interviews and wait for an approval. VisaWorld.org states that successful visa applications take 3 to 5 weeks at most to get processed. It can take around 60 days to get the visa. Similarly to this, to apply for asylum, you have to go through a long and complex process. These people are refugees and don't have time for this. Clearly, these processes are ineffective and need to be changed. There are many possible solutions to prevent illegal immigration. We need to do 4 main things. First, our government needs to combat our drug problem. We need to reduce the demand of drugs and invest money on combating Central American crime and drug trafficking to stop violent criminals and traffickers. Secondly, we should better educate the Central American people on U.S. immigration policies, as they have little knowledge on these policies. This will make them better prepared and make them reconsider trying to enter the U.S. illegally. Next, we need to change the policies regarding visas and asylum by making the process shorter and more realistic for the immigrants, so we can encourage people to come here legally. Lastly, we need to stop stereotyping and making assumptions about immigrants coming from these areas. Most immigrants from Central America are not bad people. If our public and political officials change their point of view on immigrants, the policies will change as well, making the immigration process more efficient and hopefully eliminating illegal immigration. If we solve this problem, there will be many beneficial outcomes. Some of the outcomes may include filling jobs that Americans will not perform, reducing illegal border crossing, reducing the illegal flow of drugs, and changing people's lives. These immigrants are people like us, and they are mostly coming here illegally because the policies are unrealistic and ineffective. Overall, compassion and humanity from our country is needed to solve our immigration issues. Thank you.